I will be discussing Organizing Students for Cognitively Complex Tasks, Element 21 of the book Enhancing the Art of Science of Teaching with Technology by Mangana and Marzano. The big idea in this area is talking about how we split students into small groups to work on problem-solving, decision-making, experimental inquiry, and investigation type tasks. And the authors broke this down into 5 different strategies. The first 2 are student design tasks and cooperative learning, which I will discuss in this video. The other 3 are think logs, journals, and peer tutoring, which Mindy Gregory will discuss in her video. Student design tasks. Student design tasks are made when students have a lot more input. So teachers help students develop a test hypothesis that is focused on the content or information. That could be something about scatter plots for mathematics. Students then work to test their hypothesis and gain understanding of the content or information. So they're taking, I think that scatter plots are functions. Now they're going to go test that hypothesis and decide if that's true or not. So as a teacher, though, to help students develop their task and design their task, teachers can pose questions like, what predictions or questions do you have about this content? So for my example, what questions do you have about scatter plots? What predictions do you have about scatter plots? Which comes in that prediction could have been, well, scatter plots are functions. And then following up, we could talk about, relative to my questions or predictions, is there an important hypothesis I want to test? Which could be my hypothesis, right? Scatter plots are functions. Or is there a problem I want to study, a decision I want to examine? And looking at these questions allows them to develop it further into a task so they can take action. Another good thing for teachers to do is to help create a model or have a model for students to use so that they can work through the problem solving and understanding the content. And that's one way we can use technology as well, is creating that model. Either the student creating it or the teacher helping create it and the student filling it in. But this led me to think about technology could also be used to inspire questioning. And I've seen a video about volume where they're filling a pool and they're asking what the volume of the pool is, and that leads the students to a question. And that made me think of Dan Myers with his 3 acts lessons, and I think that that's one way we see student designed tasks. The second was cooperative learning. That's when students individually complete practice tasks, problems, or activities, and then meet in small groups to discuss their answers. And for this to be effective, as mentioned in the reading of this chapter, or the benefits of this are exposure to diverse perspectives about the content, which helps with understanding. It reveals new ways to solve problems and allows students to deepen their own knowledge by explaining their thoughts and their thought process to classmates. But to make sure that this is effective, it's key for cognitive complex tasks are assigning jobs to each person in the group and changing them. So not always having the same person be the presenter, not always having the same person be the scribe, or the same person being the video recorder, but giving them multiple things that they can do. And then making sure that they're held accountable for their part as an individual. And then teachers can go around and can support and coach from there. Technology that could be used here could be the team maker to help create the groups so they're randomly created and jobs are randomly assigned.